Hey, Tony Kager here with my last video of the summer wrestling. In case you didn't know, summer wrestling was a thing where for every day of summer, which I count up being 94 days, I reviewed a wrestling match that I'd never seen before, and I didn't see a match every day. I just watched 94 matches because of 94 days of summer. So, but now summer's over. I've seen all my 94 matches, and it's time for my annual top 25. This is the second time I've done this, and let me give you some stats before I get into 25. Last year I had 46 4-star matches, and this year was 43 4-star matches, so pretty similar. But here's a little big difference. Last year, the best 4-star match, because I go 4 stars and 4 1/4 and 4 1/2 and 4 3/4 and 5 stars. So my best 4-star match last year. Let me see. I had it. But my best 4-star match last year came in. Came in 32nd place overall. And so I missed the top 25. He had to be higher than a 4-star match to meet the top 25 last year. This year, my best 4-star match was in the top 25, barely. It was 25th place. So this could be a long video because I'm going over 25 matches. I'm not going to go into too much detail for each match. So let's get going. This could be a long video. We'll see if I keep it under 30 minutes. So top 25 matches. Here we go. I'll tell you a little bit about each match. I don't think I rewatched any of these matches, by the way. So I remember when I saw them during the summer. It was the first time I've ever seen them. So I'm just going based off memory. So number 25. It is. By the way, I'm gonna have the full list in the description. So I left some dates up here, unfortunately. But yeah, in the description you'll see all my top 25 matches, and the rest of the other matches that weren't in the top 25. And I'll try to include the dates in here because I didn't put them all in here. But here we go. Number 25, World Tag Team Championship match from Ring of Honor, Raising the Bar Night 2 on March 8, 2014. It was Red Dragon, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish versus Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson. This is a 4-star match. This was so the worst of the top 25, which is pretty insane because this was not a bad match at all. Really, I thought this match was really good. It was a little bit disappointing. Thought it'd be a little bit better. What Saito was the title change at the end, and the title change felt like a really big deal. So that was enough to put over 4 stars, and not only was it 4 stars, it was my best 4-star match of the whole summer. So it's a really good match. Couldn't go higher than 4 stars, unfortunately, but I liked it, and definitely this match and every other match in my top 25 will be definitely recommended match. If you haven't seen any of these matches, go check them out if you can. And same goes for this match. Definitely a really good match. Number 4, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish versus the American Wolves. Ring of Honor match. God, I forget which shows was that. Maybe No Escape. Let's see if I can look that up real quick. This probably came from my it was Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish for American Wolves. It must have came from my Kyle O'Reilly week. And he doesn't have it there. So let's see if I can look up what shows it's from. I should have it here somewhere. 1 second. So it would be. Where was Kyle O'Reilly week? Here we go. Okay, I think I found it. It was from Ring of Honor No Escape, July 7th. No, sorry, July 9th, 2011. So it was a Ring of Honor No Escape. Yeah, Red Dragon match. No, Red Dragon match. So back-to-back Red Dragon matches. How about that? I did not play it that way. You know, ranking these matches are really hard. It's hard to rank these matches. Like once, it's really hard to nitpick. Like this match better than this match. This match better than that match. So hard to rank these matches. I can't tell you exactly why I like this one better than the Young Bucks match. Yeah, same guys, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, Red Dragon versus the Miracle Wolves. 4-quarter-star match. I think I just liked, yeah, anytime Dee Richards and Kyle O'Reilly were in this match, I remember that being really good. And just one of those fun matches. I think that's the match I'm thinking of. I don't know. But yeah, Dee Richards and Kyle O'Reilly, two of my. I don't know. Dee Richards, he wasn't always one of my favorite wrestlers, but now I guess he is. Kyle O'Reilly's definitely one of my favorites. So anytime you get those two guys in the same match, you know, good stuff's gonna happen. Okay, next one. Number 23. Chris Hero versus Homicide. IWA Mid-South. King of the Death Match. Chosen free. 4-quarter-stars match. You know, maybe if I rewatch the match, I'll feel like I overrated it. But I thought it was a really good, I don't know if it was a main event, but it was definitely a world title match. And a really good world title match. Both guys being very competitive. Had a clean finish. Good back and forth stuff. Really good match. Nothing really memorable happened. Like no special spots, I think. Which is really like very competitive, very good match, and good enough to be my top 25. You know, I wouldn't go your way to see this match, Chris Hero versus Homicide, but yeah, definitely a really good match. Especially for Homicide, I'm not really a huge Homicide fan, but I think he delivered in this match. Next match, this is right. This match I remember. It's CIMA, Yokosuka, and Shingo versus Dragon Kid, Saito, and Mochizuki. This is at Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor 2, March 31st, 2007. WrestleMania 23 weekend in like Michigan. 4-quarter-star match. This is one of those free Dragon Gate 6-man tags I reviewed during Japan's Finest Week, and this was I think the second match, and wasn't as good as the first one, but this was still a really good match. Good spots, really good spot fest. Just so many good spots in this match. You know, great match. Maybe my least favorite of the free matches, but still, so much good stuff in this match. Can't remember what happens. I think this match had a really nice finish. Maybe the beginning was a little bit slow. Maybe that's why I couldn't go higher, but still a really good match. Next match, Ricochet versus Samurai Del Sol, King of Flight from March 24th, 2013, 4-quarter-stars. Previous match 4-quarter-stars. I don't know why I mentioned that. This was Samurai Del Sol. He's now what's his name? He's one of the Lucha Dragons in WWE now. Forget which one. We call it Calisico or something. Anyway, 4-quarter-star match. Really good match. It's the finals of Brian Kendrick's like High Flyers tournament, and so many good spots here. 4-quarter-star match. Really good stuff. Next one, Cinder Blocks and Light Tubes match. DJ Hyde versus Thumbtack Jack. CCW Tournament of Death 8, June 6, 2009. 4-quarter-star match. Just ridiculously good death match here. Forget some spots they had, but they had like needles and yeah, cinder blocks. So really six spots here. I can't remember what happens, but really good death match. Death match done well. Really good match. Not the best death match I've seen, but very cool, memorable spots here. So they did a really good job in this match. That's why it's in this top 25. Definitely deserves to be here. Next match, number 19. El Jericho and Kevin Steen versus Young Bucks. 2009 Battle of Los Angeles Night 2. I don't know what the date was, but this is a 4-quarter-star match. Maybe underrated this match a little bit. I don't know. I feel like if I rewatch it, maybe I'd give it a higher rating. But still, 4-quarter-stars is still a really good rating. This match was awesome. One of those matches that starts off slow, and you're thinking like, this is match getting really good, but then just gets in the second gear, and wow. My only complaint about this match is like I felt like it took too long to get that second gear. And the first half of the match wasn't that good, but man, that second half was like really good. I remember that. So yeah, definitely a good match. El Generico versus Ricochet is number 18. The Curse of Gorilla Island, PWG. Last match was PWG also. This was October 9, 2010. 4.25 star match. We're still in the 4.25 stars range right now. Really good match. El Generico and Ricochet both brought their A game, I thought. Great performance by both guys. Great back and forth competitive stuff. I love this match a lot. It was awesome. Yeah. You know, I've seen two El Generico versus Ricochet matches. One was from Death to All but Metal. So I get this matches mixed up. I remember this match being really good. I can't really quite remember the story of this match, but it must have been good because it's in the top 25, and it wouldn't be in the top 25 if anything was good. Next match, number 17, Kenta Kobashi and Homicide versus Samoa Joe and Low-Ki, Ring of Honor, Unforgettable, 2005, 4.25 stars. They're a Homicide match, but yeah, he did okay, but really it was Kobashi and Samoa Joe and Low-Ki that still a show in this match, I thought. So this is the day after Samoa Joe and Kobashi had a 5-star match. And I think Samoa Joe and Kobashi did awesome in this match too. Low-Ki was awesome. Homicide did some stuff. And you get a 4.25 star match. That match I felt like I wanted to go a little bit higher, but couldn't. But still, a really good match. 17 on his list. Number 16, Six Sides of Steel. AJ Styles versus Abyss from Teenage Lockdown 2005. 4.25 star match. Yes, AJ Styles in like a hardcore match. I think he got busted open and, you know, working with Abyss. You know, it's one of those matches where I think reminds me of when like you know, Edge faced Mick Foley at WrestleMania 22, or Randy Orton faced Mick Foley at Backlash. Was it 2004? The very next pay-per-view? Was it 2006? No, it was 2004. I think. I don't know. I forget what year it was. But yeah, Foley and Orton faced at Backlash one year. I think it was 04, right after WrestleMania 20. But yeah, what those matches have in common was like, you know, Orton was not known as a hardcore guy, Edge was not known as a hardcore guy. Now you got AJ Styles, you know, not known as a hardcore wrestler, and all of them had great performances against like hardcore wrestlers. By the way, Abyss, he might as well be Mick Foley. I think he gets compared to Mick Foley a lot. But yeah, AJ Styles won a match with Abyss and took some nice bumps. I think he got busted open in this match. I can't remember, but a really good AJ Styles match in a hardcore environment, and 4.25 stars match. Yeah, this was not a typical AJ Styles match, but he made it really good. Definitely a match I check out. You can find it. Next one, I'm thinking maybe the only WWE match in my whole top 25, but it was like a hidden gem that I couldn't believe I found, and I love this match so much. WWE Championship Triple Threat match. John Cena versus Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels. Taboo Tuesday 2005. 4.25 star match. Great story here with John Cena as a champion. I think the whole story was like Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels didn't feel like Cena was in their league, and they tried to make it about them, and they just felt Cena was the underdog even though he was champion. And Cena you know, a lot of people don't like the Super Cena gimmick where he, you know, defies the odds and comes back, but it just works so well in this match where it looked like Cena had no chance of winning and somehow pulled it out. And oh man, awesome match, really incredible match. Taboo Tuesday 2005. Yeah, should be on the WWE Network, so check that match out. You've never seen it because this match just blew me away how good it was. But awesome John Cena match, awesome Kurt Angle match, awesome Shawn Michaels match. All three of them were awesome in this match. You know, all three of them deserve to have this match on their DVD collection or whatever. Especially John Cena when he gets his best of DVD, when he has his absolutely best matches. This match is one match he should put on there, because I feel like this is one of his best performances ever. I really like this match a lot. Okay, next match, number 14, Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole. I didn't put the date or show on here, but I know which matches this is. The hybrid rules match from, I think, Best in the World 2011. Let me see if I can look that up real quick. Let's see. Is it Best in the World or what? Let's see. Yeah, Best in the World, was it 2011? It was 2012. Okay, my bad. So Best in the World 2012. Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole hybrid rules match. And this match was, I think, 13 minutes long. It was kind of short, but just an incredible match. I mean, my only knock against this match was it was just too short. Otherwise, it might have been like a top 5 match. Just great. Adam Cole getting busted open was a great sight. Really would save the match. Yeah, like he got his mouth busted open. It was just a great visual, him spitting out blood and everything. I mean, just an awesome match, really. And 13 minutes was short, but then again, it definitely didn't make you bored because it kept you, interested in the whole match. I think it's one of those matches I could probably watch 100 times and not get bored just because of how short it is. It's an easy match to watch again and again, I think. Even though I've only seen it once, I think. But, man, I like this match so much. That's why it's number 14. It's hard to believe there's 13 more matches better than this, but there is. Number 13, Low-Key versus Necro Butcher. IWA Mid-South match. I forget what show it's called. But anyway, Low-Key and Necro... I can't even say it right. Low-Key and Necro Butcher. There we go. 4.25 stars match. They just beat the crap out of each other the whole match. Unbelievable. Really stiff match. I love stiff matches because those matches feel real, and this match felt real. Didn't feel like a wrestling match. It felt like these guys are like a legit fight or something. And it was just crazy, man. And he had a sick spot at the end for the finish. Or it wasn't even a finish. I think it was a near fall. But he had a sick spot at the end of the match. That was just unbelievable. I mean, this was really good match. Maybe like one of the best IWA Mid-South matches I've ever seen. And Necro Butcher, yeah, definitely like a top 5, maybe even top 3, Necro Butcher match I've ever seen. Really good stuff. Yeah, that's it for the 4.25 star match. And we're now entering the 4.5 or higher territory with number 12, Kevin Steen and Steve Corino versus El Generico and Colt Cabana. This was, I think, Bitter Friends, Different Enemies, or something like that. Let me see. I can look it up. It's pretty quick. Use a search. Search function. Bitter Friends, Different Enemies 2 from April 24, 2010. This was a Ring of Honor show. I'll try to get back to where it was at. There we go. So that was just street fight at its finest. All 4 men of these matches killed it. One of the best Colt Cabana matches I've ever seen. He was awesome. El Generico was great. Kevin Steen was at his best. Steve Corino was at his best too. Just like 4 guys who just hate each other. It seemed like, and just had an amazing brawl in Chicago. Incredible stuff. 4.5 stars. Everybody got busted open, I think. Amazing match. Honestly, this match could have been higher. I don't know. It's one of the matches, if I watched it again, maybe it would have gone higher on the list. Because I don't know about this next match. PWG, I wonder if I overrated this match. Who knows? Maybe I didn't. But PWG All-Star Weekend 8, Night 1, May 27, 2011. This is El Generico and Ricochet versus Kevin Steen and Tozawa. I think my favorite part of this match was just, you got Kevin Steen and El Generico in the same match, and it's like one of the biggest feuds in independent wrestling history. And they kept teasing that they would enter the match. So meanwhile, Tozawa and Ricochet are killing in the ring. And then finally, after all the waiting, they finally get Kevin Steen and El Generico, as legal men. And it's just awesome them being the crap of each other. So I think that's what makes it match so great. Just everybody doing great, but then the whole suspense of when Steen and Jericho getting in the match, and when they finally do get in the match, it's just great. So yeah, 4.5 stars. Maybe I overrated a little bit, but I thought it was really good. Was it good enough to be 11th best match? I don't know, maybe not, but I don't know. It's hard to rate these matches, but this was really good though. So I think it's good enough. I recommend it. You know, top 11 is pretty good. Number 10, Necro Doi, Yoshino, Horiguchi versus CIMA, Yato, and Dragon Kid. Supercard of Honor 3, March 29, 2008. This is Ring of Honor. This is a 4.5-star match. This is the third of the 3 Dragon Gate 6-man tag matches I saw. And this match, really good stuff. I can't remember the specifics. A lot of great spots. Great finish at that. You know, started off really good. Just a really good match. Man, I can't really remember any particular spots, but just remember it was really good. And trust me, it's definitely a 4.5-star match, I thought. Definitely worth seeing. Definitely deserves to be in the top 10. Number 9, we're getting their Cage of Death. Team of High Five, Zandig, Nick Gage, Ian Knoxx, Wifebeater, and New Jack, and Lobo versus the Team Ultraviolence, Adam Flash, Nate Hatred, the Backstreet Boys, Messiah, and B-Boy. This is CZW Cage of Death 5 from December 13, 2003. This is a 4.5-star match. This was just like a ridiculous, crazy spot fest. Some of these bumps off the cage through tables were like ridiculous. Like, I mean, this was just a car wreck. And really, there's only maybe 4 or 5 really good spots in this match. But those 4 or 5 spots were so ridiculous that there's no way I could get this anything less than 4.5 stars. And plus, you got New Jack in this match, which is crazy. New Jack in CZW, like, oh my god. And it's like the craziest guy from ECW in CZW in a Cage of Death match. Holy crap. I don't even think New Jack was even in this match that long, but just seeing New Jack in this match, in this environment, was crazy. And just, man, some of these table spots from the cage were just ridiculous. Before I started the match, definitely one of the most ridiculous matches I've ever seen before in my life. Crazy spot fest. So they had some, they went a little bit, I don't know how long this match was, but this match definitely almost could have been 5 stars. I mean, I'll give it 4.5 stars, but it was really, really entertaining. Definitely one of the most entertaining matches I've ever seen in my life. And that's only number 9. Number 8, Davey Richards versus Christopher Daniels from Ring of Honor. Richards versus Daniels, October 16, 2010, 4.5 stars. One of 3 Davey Richards matches to make the top 10, looks like. And this match was awesome. Richards and Daniels going at each other. They're sweating so much that, like, every time they hit each other, like, sweat went flying from their body. Just a really good back and forth match. Nothing really memorable in terms of spots. Just really good wrestling. I mean, just like really, really good wrestling. I feel they'll probably get just 4.5 stars. Plus, I think this show had like a huge build. I mean, they named the show after this match after all. I mean, the show's called Richards vs. Daniels, so. And I think the whole thing is about how like Richards and Daniels it's a great story. Like, you know, which guy's better. You know, just so easy to watch. Very fun match. Next match, Davey Richards versus Michael Elgin. I don't have the date here, but I know which show it was. It was like Ring of Honor Showdown in the Sun from, I think, 2000. I can look it up real quick. 2007, I think. 2012. Sorry. This is I was way off. This was another WrestleMania weekend show. This is like when they're in Miami, so that was WrestleMania 28. And this is number what? Number 7 on my list. I think this match was like in the top 5 at one point, but then, you know, other matches came later and bumped it out to the top 5. But this was a really good match. Just the crowd energy was awesome. Michael Elgin, Richards really did a great job. I'm not even a huge Michael Elgin fan, but I'll admit in this match he was pretty good. And then Nigel McGuinness on commentary was just freaking out the whole match, like how amazing he was at this match. I think the crowd was so awesome in this match. I think that really helped this match a lot. It was really just a really good match. Definitely had a like main event feel. I think Dave Meltzer might give this 5 stars. I think he did, and I could definitely see why. It was really good. Didn't disappoint me at all, and definitely deserves to be in the top 10. I think. Number 6, Danny Havoc versus Jun Kasai, CCW Best of the Best 10, 2011, 5 stars. This match was like one of those death matches, but like a crazy death match. Really, Jun Kasai is supposed to be like one of the craziest deathmatch guys, and Danny Havoc is supposed to be crazy too. They're just like 2 crazy guys going in the ring together. And I can't really remember any specific spots. I just remember it being a really crazy good match. But I think it's a match of good wrestling too. It wasn't just weapons and blood and stuff. It was actually like, actually put together a decent match, I thought. Just really good. I mean, I was excited for this match because I read good things about it, and I was disappointed. I thought they really delivered. It's a really entertaining match. If you like death match stuff and blood, I think this match was pretty good. Didn't disappoint me. Next match, number 5, Tanahashi versus Okada for Wrestle Kingdom 9 from this year, January 4th, 2015. 4 stars and 3 fourths. This one's matches. Sometimes I'll give a match a rating that I didn't really love too much, but I just know, I'm crazy if I give a match lower than what I'm crazy if I give a match the rating I thought I deserved, because I know I'm wrong. This match, I could say it was a 4-star match or a 4 1/4-star match, but I'd be wrong. Every rating I see for this match is either 5 stars and 4 and 3 fourths, so I'm gonna go to 4 and 3 fourths, because this was a really good match. The main event of Wrestle Kingdom 9, a top run, one of the like top runners, or whatever you want to call it, one of the front runners, I meant, for show of the year, and this was the main event. And just hearing Jim Ross calling this match with Max Striker, and this match went like 35 minutes, and this is like Japan's like Stone Cold versus The Rock, so much history in this match. So it was a very easy story to follow, and really wasn't a match I really like enjoyed too much, but I understood what they're trying to do. I thought all the wrestling in this match was great. Thought they did a good job. It wasn't like the best match I've ever seen, but I can understand why people give it 5 stars. And I personally don't want to give it 5 stars, but I will give it 4 and 3 fourths, because I thought like it was a really good match, and biggest show of the year in Japan. And that's the main event, and I think they delivered. So why not give it 4 and 3 stars? I think why not give it 4 stars and 3 fourths? Because I think they did a good job. So that's number 5. Number 4, Roderick Strong versus Davey Richards from Ring of Honor Final Battle 2010. Wow, what a match this was! I wasn't expecting this one to be so good. Just great story with Davey Richards, like I think getting concussion storyline wise, but he sold his concussion so well, he sold his injury so well, and kept going, kept fighting. Really one of the best gutsy performances I've ever seen in wrestling. Just it's just a good sell job by Davey Richards. So good his match was. And I think it went like 34 minutes or something, or 32 minutes, and just didn't really feel that long even. But just kept getting better and better as the match went on. Almost gave it 5 stars. I thought it was just amazing from Davey Richards. He's never quit. And man, his I know I shouldn't even put this in count this towards my rating because it happened after the match, but Davey Richards after the match, his selling afterwards too was so unbelievable. I mean, felt so real. And by the way, they had real life hatred in this match, because before the match, Roderick Strong made a comment about Davey Richards' grandparents, and which was unscripted, and Davey Richards took offense to that in real life. So they really had some real heat in this match, and I think when you put bring real life into a match like that, just makes the match so much better. And this match, really good match. I enjoyed it. I might be in the minority, but I really enjoyed it a lot. that this was great. This is like one of those matches that tells you like why you're a pro wrestling fan for matches like these. Number 3, I'm over 30 minutes, but whatever. I knew it was gonna happen. That was my last video of the year for this summer wrestling, so better get out everything I want to say here. Number 3, Masada versus Havoc. I think this was the what was it called again? I want to make sure I get this right. What was this match called again? This was the Gusset Plate Death Match for the Ultraviolence Underground Championship at CCW, New Heights, July 7th, 2011. Is this like, do we have an Earth show on July 7th, July 9th, 2011? This is like, let me see. Oh, wow. Same night as the Ring of Honor No Escape with Kyle Riley and Adam Cole versus American Wolves. That was that's why it looked familiar. That match was not on this top 25, by the way. But yeah, or was it? Was that the match that made my top? I forget now. Oh wait, that was. Yeah, no, I said No Escape for the Red Dragon and American Wolves match, but that wasn't the right show. I don't know what that show was then. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll look up. Oh, here was this it? Now I gotta find out what was that show with. Yeah, here we go. Sorry. By the way, number 24, the Kyle Riley Red Dragon match with American Wolves. That was Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor 7, April 5th, 2013. So that was the day for that match. But anyway, that's number 24. Let's go back to number. What match are we on now? Number 3 on my list. Is that where we're at now? We're at number 3. So this was CCW New Heights, 2011. This is the first 5-star match. Like in this video, we got 2 more after this. But yeah, this was the Gusset Plate match, which is like crazy stuff here. Holy crap! Just like someone like wasn't even like overly violent. Like it's not like somebody like blood buckets or anything, but just like knowing you can tell like the Gusset Plate was really like cutting him open. So when they used the Gusset Plate as weapons, you just kind of cringe like ugh. Like, oh my god, because like you don't want any part of your body touching your head, your back, or anything, or your arm. Because that thing was like they really established that thing like rips your skin to shreds. So it's like it was like awful. So when they started like doing more high impact moves with that Gusset Plate, it just made the match so much more crazy. And there was plenty of blood. I mean, it could have been more like brutal than it really was. But there was just good wrestling here too, and really good story about how like I think Masato was the old veteran, Danny Havoc was a newcomer or something, and like so they want to find like who's really the craziest like guy, and they got their answer, I guess. But good story, good like violence, good wrestling, and really to me easy 5-star match I thought. Okay, number 2. This was the 6-man tag Dragon Gate match, the best one of the 3. CIMA, Doi, Yoshino versus Dragon Kid, Horiguchi, and Saito. These were the same 3 guys from the 3rd match, but in a different like order. Some guys were in different teams. Supercard of Honor, Ring of Honor, March 31st, 2006, in Chicago, same weekend as WrestleMania 22. This was 5 stars, maybe the greatest 6-man tag match I've ever seen in my life. Probably was. I mean, this match was everything I wanted to be. The start of this match was ridiculously good, and the finish was insane. There's nothing more to say. Just try to find this match you've never seen it before. It's really quite possibly the best match in Ring of Honor history. It's either this one or Samoa Joe versus CM Punk, that 1-hour draw they had. The second match in their trilogy. But this match was so good. 5-star match. Even Dave Meltzer gave it 5 stars too, I think. And I think a lot of people will tell you like this was the greatest match in Ring of Honor history, or at least the best tag team match in Ring of Honor history for sure. I think. And here we go, number one match this summer. Really, number one match this summer the whole year. So, and really, you know, not that I didn't want aim. I definitely would have given our match number one if I thought it was better. But to me, like this was easily the best match all year. The most fun match I've ever seen this year or summer. It was Samoa Joe versus Necro Butcher at IWA Mid-South, Something to Prove, June 11, 2005. It was just 10 minutes long, but it was 10 minutes of awesome. 10 minutes of Samoa Joe and Necro Butcher, like, you know, really being a crap here. I think Necro Butcher taking some really sick bumps, and the like the cherry on top, or whatever you want to call it, the icing on the cake. Commentary team of Dave Prazak, Eddie Kingston, and CM effing Punk, and just them were killing it on commentary. Eddie Kingston's making some outrageous comments. CM Punk making some really awesome comments. I mean, the commentary blew it away. The wrestling was awesome. And really, I guess the only thing against this match, it was just too damn short. I mean, 10 minutes long. I mean, I wanted this match to be so much longer because I did not want this match to end. And that's why this match is 5 stars, because of how disappointed I was when this match is over, because really it's like the greatest 10 minutes of wrestling I've ever seen. So much fun, so entertaining. Every second of this match I loved. The commentary was incredible. The wrestling was incredible. I think they had a rematch that wasn't quite as good as the first one, and how could it have been? Because this match was just perfect. And really, I feel like you need the crowd. By the way, the crowd was awesome too. You need everything in this match. You need the crowd, you need the commentary, you need the match. If one thing's missing, then this match wouldn't be as good as it was. Plus, it's in the ECW arena, so that makes it even better. But just great match, 5-star match, my match of the summer. And really, there's no other match that could have been match of the summer this year. This was it. And I guess that's it for this video. Over during match, which to be honest, I wasn't surprised. And like I said, everything's in the description. So if you skip to the end here and you'll see me talk now, just read the description. Every match I talked about in this video is in the description. That's all you really need to know. My top 25 matches plus all the other matches. And probably not even include dates or anything, because I'll try to include dates and the name of the show. But yeah, you'll get all like 94 matches I saw this summer in the order I ranked them, which is really hard. And you might disagree with some of them, but you try ranking 94 matches, not easy. But yeah, another good summer wrestling is over. Definitely want to do this again next year. You know, I should have no problem finding 94 new matches. Great way for me to discover new matches I've never seen before, and hopefully recommend a few of these to you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.